What's up and welcome to the Sam Dracula channel, a Charlotte Hornets fan channel. And boy, finally, it took a minute. It took a good long minute. But we finally have some news about PJ Washington and he's sticking around. Legit, I was about to take my dog on a walk and then I see this. Woj, restricted free agent PJ Washington has agreed on a new 3-year, $48 million contract to stay with the Charlotte Hornets. I think there's another tweet here too, yeah. Washington, let me zoom in. There you go. Washington was the final restricted free agent left on the market. Jeez, and lands a $16 million a year deal to return to the Hornets. He's a significant part of a young core with some promise in Charlotte. Definitely some promise. Definitely some promise here in Charlotte. I made a video on this previously on the channel. I'll try to remember to put it up on the screen about why and how much and how important PJ is to what the Hornets have going on here. But I'm gonna quickly summarize it right here, right now. PJ Washington is one of those types of players that every team needs. He's a guy that accepts the role he's in, his slot on the team. And when his number gets called, he has shown the ability to step up. Some of his biggest games with the Hornets have been when LaMelo, Hayward, Rozier, Bridges, guys ahead of him in the pecking order have been out. Otherwise, he's basically the 4th or 5th option when he's out on the floor, operating on both ends. And that is so useful when you're talking about sacrifice in the name of winning. Like, this team needs those types of guys, and keeping him here is perfect. And the number, because there's stories going around that he was seeking around $20 million a year. It's looking like 16 on average. And so that's a bargain, if I do say so myself. And you're looking at a team led by LaMelo, Brandon Miller, the returning Miles Bridges, second-year Mark Williams, Hayward, assuming he sticks around, Rozier, assuming he sticks around. Like, that is something. Those are real guys with real skills that can hopefully lead to real wins. I think the Hornets are still a ways away, but keeping PJ is a very important step into reaching that destination, the playoffs. I want to just focus in on this part here. He's a significant part of a young core. Just this part. Forget the rest of that sentence. LaMelo, Brandon Miller, Mark Williams, and PJ Washington. I'm not Bridges, sure, but he signed a 1-year deal. Who the hell knows what's going to happen with him next summer? But as far as guys on the books, LaMelo, Mark Williams, Brandon Miller, and PJ Washington. That's a 4 that can start together, that can grow together, that can make some things happen if you put the right vets around them. I think this team still has a long way to go as far as team building goes. Like the LaMelo contract extension, this is just something if you're a serious team, you have to do. Like, you have to do it. There's no other option. Like, you have to keep your guys here. You know, if you're going to draft well, you got to keep your guys here. And I don't know. I'm curious if we'll find out how the negotiations played out with the new ownership coming in officially since, he became a free agent and now. Like, if there was a change in that approach and that strategy from MJ to the new owners. Also, this may be old news or not news at all, but PJ always thought was a Rock Nation guy. Like, Spotrac has him here as Rock Nation Sports. But the Woj tweet mentions Kevin Bradbury and Washington Sports Group, his dad, representing him. And Kevin Bradbury is with Lyft, who I think is owned by, I think it's Mike Miller's organization. I'm curious if, when PJ switched agencies and if that played into how long this took. But one thing we do know is that PJ's sticking around. He won't be playing for anyone else next season. And we can hopefully hope for the best. And we know he'll be wearing those fire throwbacks they had just announced the other day. In personal news, you may notice the sneakers behind me are gone. You can't see it, but other things around me are gone because I am moving. I bought a house. Stay tuned. I'm moving hopefully the next 2 to 3 weeks. When I finish the move, there's going to be a lot of stuff on this channel. A lot. I'm going to have an actual office, potentially daily videos, definitely more regular live streams, maybe a podcast. Definitely a podcast coming soon once again. So stay tuned for that. But just for now, I just want to make a quick video while my setup is still set up. And thankfully that we got the news that PJ is sticking around right here, right now in Charlotte. Excellent. excellent news, excellent bit of business. I'm so happy PJ's sticking around. But until next time, I've been Sam. You've been great. Peace.